welcome to Diamond Quantum Law, and welcome. Okay, so this morning, everything about Diamond Quantum Law is about understanding who you are as a sovereign human being. Good morning, lovely lady.
I'm so happy to be here, to be able to catch up with everyone. Hi.
Yeah, welcome. All right. So Diamond Quantum Law, see the big diamond behind me? I love this photo, okay? I'm in love with this photo. It came to me because it was exactly what I was asking for, because I was sort of looking at the hourglass as being a reflector of the higher dimensions where we came from and the lower dimensions of what we're actually living in the third dimensional realms. So morning, Tony, love to see you here, and lovely to have Michelle here too. Woo, we've got the leadership team rocking.
Thank you, beautiful. Lovely to see all your gorgeous faces.
Lovely. All right, so this whole setup, for those that haven't been here before, is showing us the multiverse, okay, and how it all works. So our first question always is, if your soul pulled out of the top of your head right now, what would your body do? And we all know that it'd fall to the ground, okay? So it's actually science. So I like science because, you see, I went through life as an extremely wounded person. And when I began to be taught the science and nature of our vibrational makeup, it was a beautiful thing, because I could actually release a lot of the emotional pictures and people associated with those actions that I'd actually lived and been abused by. So if you can imagine, the first half of my life was sort of in this frozen state that I couldn't even think, let alone feel, move forward. I'd have a breakdown every 6 months. And ended up in just in situations that were always perpetuating this cycle of pain. Okay, and I just want to say, I know what it is to feel pain. I cried for 3 years while I was emptying myself of pain. So often as not, people do want to hear your story a little bit. I don't go into it very much of my pain stories because I'm not there anymore. Isn't that beautiful that you actually come so far out of your pain that you're actually over that speed bump and you're not creating from that? So when we talk about your soul being your sovereign you, okay, in that first question, if your soul pulled out of the top of your head right now, what would your body do? It'd fall on the ground. Well, that means that we have come from light, okay, that we are light and that we project from light. So we have built within our light bodies our own quantum field. Isn't that cool? So inside you and inside your light body is your own quantum field to do whatever you like with. Man, if I'd been taught that years ago when I was a victim to my circumstance and just perpetuating pain onto my quantum field, if someone told me to stop doing it, I would have. Because it was just why, because we're not taught. So Diamond Quantum Law is really important to understand, okay, that as a creator, we have a quantum field within us that we're actually literally creating our own vibrational world. And we've talked about the glasses, okay, your glass, okay, that you can see where you put it is vibrationally yours, wherever you're actually have placed it on a table or whatever. Only you with your eyes and your creatorship has put it in that place. If I was looking at your glass, it'd be in a completely different space. And this is where we actually witness our car keys going missing and our wallets and things like that. Unless you're my partner, okay, who just loses everything, okay, because of disorganization. But we've often had these things happen where our keys and that just go missing for long periods of time. And you go, I put it there. Okay, so what these things are demonstrating is that they show up after a period of time fairly close to where it was that you left it. And this is because you're in a vibrational world of things coming in and out of sight. And when it's coming in and out of sight, if it's not fully in your focus and your conscious mind, it's not seen by you. Therefore, it's not seen by other worlds either. So other creators can't see your stuff, nor understand it, nor comprehend what you're wanting them to understand. Okay, so building off this, it means that you can create your own vibrational world, and you can also heal your world. So I had to heal my world. I couldn't keep perpetuating into this vibration, putting it into my universe of inclusion, more pain. Because that's what we do. We bring yesterday into today, or 10 years ago into today. So when I keep perpetuating 10 years ago into today, what am I going to end up with? Same. Okay, it's got to be the same, because I am actually the projector of my world. Okay, so I'm talking today regarding healing around mental health, emotional wellness, and things like that. So we talk about for body wellness. So we talk, and this is purely for the Western model, okay, because the Western model is into the medical model, chemical, just taking on this external stuff into our bodies instead of understanding who we are vibrationally as a living soul that can have anything, because it's so pure, it's so big. Okay, we do not have to rely on support from others. We can actually just call it in, get rid of a vibrational story if we're needing healing on something. Okay, so very powerful creators we are, but we haven't been taught. So it's no judgment on us when we turn up with things. It's simply because we were not taught. We lost our soul sovereignty. We lost our sovereign originals across the planet. They were wiped out. And so it's being restored now as we speak. And so this is the exciting part, is that we're coming back into wholeness, coming back into soul sovereignty, which means we have the power to shift those things and project a different story. Does that make sense? Does anyone want to ask a question on that at all? No, you go. I'll keep going. Okay. See this wonderful book, okay, which you've all been so blessed in, and blessing me in sharing it, okay? But this book is amazing. And I have got 5 pieces of paper in here that are important markers within this book, okay? There are 5 chapters that I want you to read, because if you don't read it, you won't fully understand it. So the first one is chapter 7, which is all about the light body. What is the light body? So that is your see-through you. That is your etheric body, okay? So you are a physical body, a mental body, an emotional body, and a spiritual see-through body, a light body. And you are telepathic, okay? It means you feel energetic vibrations. You know, when you just meet someone that you instantly dislike, it's like, ugh, can't do that, okay? No worries, that's okay. It's just something going on with their vibrational world that's not matching your vibrational world. No judgment, okay? None of this, crossing the fingers and going, stay away from me. Okay, we don't need to do that anymore, okay? We actually just have our own vibrational light body set up. And several of you here have come through my school or have done the 90-minute healing, and we set up your light body. Wow. I tell you what, when we've done the brain chemistry rebalancing, set up your vibrational light body and run the diamond through every particle of you, you don't have the same problems, because we actually put all of the protections in place and you are whole in that sense. So setting up your light body and having a read of this chapter is absolutely amazing, okay? So it's talking to you about being self-governing, self-determining. How many people do you know personally that cannot go into a shopping center because they're so light and noise sensitive? And also, they're just reading, they're just taking in so much information from other light bodies that they haven't been shopping for years. And this then gets diagnosed and put into the mental health arena. And that person is then like put on medications for it. I'm saying, no, you just need your light body set up. Okay. And it's so simple to do, to go through the procedure. It takes me about an hour. When that is actually done, I've had clients go, right, I've got to go to a shopping centre, come with me. It took me to a food court in a shopping centre, and they're skipping and dancing their way going, oh my God, I have not been here for 20 years and I'm completely unaffected. Okay. So setting up your light body is one of the most important things to understand, that you have an auric field. So light body, auric field, whatever term that you want to use it. And the more you're actually accelerating healing and wholeness, but in particular alignment, okay, your auric field is just superb. Okay, you are a master. When your light body is set up, there is nothing of the emotional, mental bodies that can actually be affected when your light body is set up and you keep actually activating your alignment to your greater you. Okay, and that is where you find authority. So when you have authority, I feel at peace. Why? Because my soul, sovereign self, my greater me, my triune being within me, the divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine inner child, are absolutely at peace. They're actually divine. They're the greater you. They have no issues whatsoever. And when they're at peace, you're at peace. When you're connected to them, you're at peace. It's so beautiful. Hold on a minute. For those that haven't met their board of directors, well, my goodness, that's a complete journey in itself that we take you through. The Quantum Living with 4-Body Wellness program, which is a signature school, okay, that we teach you all of this. And we don't just teach you, we actually take you through it and you experience it. It's amazing. When you start creating out of the greater you, out of your higher self, okay, your I am presence, the power within you and the authority to change every vibrational story construct heals you. It heals the people in your life. When you've got your diamond light body turned on, or your light body turned on at all, and you're just feeling peace, then the only thing that you're projecting out into your quantum field is harmony. Think about it. If we had everyone come into harmony, okay, that dissolves the resistant vibrations of what has been disturbing us and disturbing the earth, then all of this duality would actually be fixed up. Okay, and we can indeed heal and are healing, and that's what light workers and all people with a beautiful heart, good projectors of wholeness, are putting out. And so that's why we say the masters all taught, whether it be the Christ, Saint Germain, Ascended Masters, the angelic realms, all of the channelings that's coming through now is saying, see only wholeness. Do not give a negative report. You know, be careful what you're projecting out. Why? Because quantum law says what you put out will come back to you. Okay, that's a quantum principle. Whatever you project onto your quantum field is going to come back to you, and you're creating the lived experience of your vibrational world. Who does that? I do it. Who does it? You do it. Okay, you're living creators. Okay, so what that means is that after a while, I had to get a little bit wiser about what I was projecting. And I'm talking, this is not like, oh, you know, I'll just be good here and then I slip and then I'll get back into it again and then I'll slide. And you keep doing that every single moment of your life, you are projecting onto your quantum field. Isn't that interesting? So there is no split second that you're not projecting something onto your quantum field. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was learning the law of acquisition, which I teach on the Fridays group, I had to take responsibility for that. It was like, oh my God, I'm having pity parties. I'm getting cranky and going, where's my stuff? Okay. It's like, you can't be doing that and projecting, because you are projecting at every point in time. And so if you're wanting to change your energetic outflow, if you're wanting to have more clarity, wisdom, if you're wanting to create abundance, if you're wanting better business contact, okay, and better outcomes, then we have to clean up these things that are holding us back. Okay, so I don't talk about getting to the bottom of shadows and all of that. I believe in ripping out the stories. Okay, my motto is keep it short, neat, and sweet. Okay, so to me, it's a vibrational story, a pattern, a belief, or whatever, and we just remove it and send it to the fifth dimension and above. So I like to do the cleanup machine on these things. So the first body that we're talking about is your light body, okay, which helps you to come into self-determining, and we can actually have a fully functional light body that is also protected. So we always pop the violet flame around you, as well as the other things that we do, so that you are fully protected and can be light. It says be light. Okay, when you pop on your auric field and you're being light, you're actually then projecting from your light body into your future, into the next thing that you're doing, into those that are around you. You actually become an active light worker. And people go, I'm not a light worker. Yes, you are, because you're a light. You don't have any choice in that matter. You are influencing something in every nanosecond of your life. Okay, you are looking at something. You're either devolving something or revolving, involving, invoking, decreeing. Okay, you're making split decisions, okay, in every nanosecond. It is so cool. You are creating waves and ripples upon your own quantum field. So it's totally your choice what you want to project out of. But when we keep projecting from the old way, okay, then you're going to get the same outcome. You go, see, I told you so. Okay, no, that's because you've got a projection happening from there yesterday coming into today. Okay, that's the only reason. And the other thing is the reason why I wrote this book is because we don't know how to function, which means we sit in inertia. Okay, we're not actually moving because we don't trust ourselves in what is coming to mind. Okay, and I always say, trust yourself. What comes to mind, trust in the greater you for a start, and come into alignment. And we'll do a diamond activation in a minute. But as you trust yourself to come into alignment, okay, then you need to trust what's coming to mind. And I tell you what, the thoughts that come to mind are going to be far bigger than what the little pointy you has been doing. So the greater you has greater thought, greater wisdom on everything. And everything that you get through is going to turn upside down, inside out, and back to front to what you would normally be expecting to live as just the little pointy you that's in separation from source and back to front. Okay, so we talk about duality and how we're actually living. Most of us are back to front, looking for something outside of ourselves. And this is the shift that we're in now to bring us into a mastership, being a master of your energy. The day before, I went through something with my son 2 or 3 days ago, and it absolutely flatlined my energy. And I really had to just sleep, you know. And I wasn't a victim of something. I was sad that, you know, this had come up. But at the same time, it flatlined me energetically, which is unusual for me. So it really did cut me. But what happened was I came back into the isness. My light body just lit up, and it just had this amazing experience and did all of this other stuff because we pop it on, we pop it back on again. Okay, and we come back into full strength without wounding. Okay, no blame, no guilt, no victim, no intimidator, no rescuer being involved. It was what it was. And when we can actually stay out of judgment, we're not projecting through judgment or opinions on something. That's the game. Every time I'm projecting a judgment or opinion, I'm actually activating the laws of duality, of right versus wrong, good versus bad. Okay, so that's how duality works. It's a penal system. You're being penalized for what you're projecting, particularly if you're in the game. And I still haven't done that, but several of you have been through the school. Now in chapter 8, So I haven't gone deep into it, but I do want to encourage you to read the book. So in chapter 8, we're talking about the physical body. And the physical body is so important to us. It's like, you know, are we eating healthy? Are we juicing? Are we putting rich nutrients into our system? Okay, are we eating chemically covered foods? Are we eating foods that have been frozen for years and years and years and it's pulled out for us to eat this week? You know, this consumerism side of it. Are we going to, you know, fresh farmers markets? So this has so much to do. It's actually really logical on how we live, isn't it? And yet so many people are out of balance and they're going again off to the old medical model to find relief from their symptoms, when we just need to look at our diets, our sleep, our, you know, are we drinking enough fluids? You know, what are our outputs? It's like quite natural to be looking at the physical body. So have a read, because it's a really good one. The physical body is in probably the greatest detox on earth right now. Okay. And it has to. Okay. For those that are interested in ecology and, you know, organic farming and things like that, we need you. Okay. I really call you, come onto the platform and set up a masterclass about, we need you to be teaching us how to do these things in our own backyard, so we can take back our food supply. Okay, instead of these major chain outlets and that, we should not be purchasing out of this. You know, we need to start doing things much more naturally and just get rid of the chemicals within us. What about, you know, people who felt they were gluten free? That was a big one for me. It was like gluten intolerance. It turned out it's not gluten intolerance at all. It's actually the poison put on the grains, you know, when it's brought to harvest. They actually put Roundup on it, and then that poor little plant has to pump itself back out to its full capacity before it's harvested. So it's just poisoning, or actually the body's reacting to poison. It's going, oh, I don't like that in my stomach. And so a lot of these things are quite simple. You know, fluoride in water, we're just being mass poisoned. And we know that there's a lot of other elements going on. So this is a really practical chapter. Lack of exercise. If you're not moving your body, if you're not getting massaged, okay, massage is so important, to be opening up and aerating the body, okay, getting out, walking, running up and down, jumping, climbing on rocks. All of those things get rid of so many different issues in the body. Just movement is so big. And so we've become those types of people that just sit on the couch and don't move. Well, how can you turn up to your soul appointments if you're not moving? Okay. And then why go to a doctor if you're sick because you're not moving? We already know the answer to this, don't we? Okay, we need to move. And so that is rising and taking your body into the next time and space. And you can call that exercise. Personally, I don't believe in exercise. It's against my religion. I would rather just get up and go and do what I feel to do, which is like walk in the park, walk up a mountain, you know, go for a bicycle ride, whatever it is that I feel to do. My body is asking for it. My little people, who's met your little people here? A few of you have. And your little people go, come on, let's go for a walk. And they're burning your feet. That's called walkabout. Our Australian Aboriginals are all connected. What's this, Michelle? My little people are wanting to go. Yes. And that's the adventure, because we get up and we go into the next time and space, which is a massive quantum law. You have to move into the next time and space. You know, what is it that you're passionate about? Move in that direction. Do you love music festivals? Do you love art? Go and do those things that you love, because then you will be moving and having a healthy lifestyle, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And not only that, you'll turn up with what you've actually put into your soul script. Okay, this is why we become unwell, because we have not been moving in natural flow, because it wasn't taught to us to telepathically move. As I think and as I feel, as I get an urge, go and do it. Okay. And then, of course, you're in that busy moment of that forward action. You're into the doing, which is your divine masculine. I make passage, he said. I am the doing force within you. You all have the divine masculine doing, physically doing, okay? Mentally doing. Doing is an action. And when you're actually a part of that action, okay, like we always say, the divine feminine gives you the ideas. That's your intuition coming through. It comes to you, doesn't go to anybody else. So you don't actually have to speak to another creator about it. You can just go, feel to do this, and off you go. Okay, go and do it. And you don't wait to do it. You do it immediately. Okay, how many of you list build? We're going to do this next week. Can't do it today. We'll do it next week. No, okay, that's not how you work. Your soul goes, I thought and I do. And your third part of you, the divine inner child, goes, so be it. And we are making whoopee, okay, out in the world, having a really good time, experiencing what it is that I actually have already created through my soul connection, my soul script. A lot of it has already been written into the script. Okay, the rest of it, we get to fill the blanks in and do whatever you want. Okay, but make sure you line up for your default system, your default tag-ins that your soul script actually had happening for you. So you can't miss out, and you actually become very trusting in what is coming through. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. I had these 1, 2, 3 happening all the time. What is this 1, 2, 3? And it's literally as easy as 1, 2, 3. Your divine feminine, your divine masculine, divine inner child. And it's like all at once, whoop, off we go and do the next thing as a whole of self-being. So you need to take the little pointy you with you, okay? And show up for what it is that you're meant to be living. Honestly, when we get these understandings, it becomes so simple and you don't have the drag on you. So it's sort of like, you know, being up all night right now, you feel like your brain is being dragged around, you know, when you're really tired. When you're in emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical drag, that is where you actually experience the mental health problems. Okay? Whereas if we just shake it off and then do in this moment what I feel to do, and you trust yourself, you're going to be, no, I'm doing what I'm meant to do. I'm living what I'm meant to live. And this is how you come out of procrastination. You're not procrastinating anymore. The procrastination makes you feel guilty. There's your drag again. Okay? So when you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, not doing what you're prompted to do, you'll actually have this drag on your system, on your energetic system. You feel jet lagged, and you know that you're like 2 weeks behind in everything that you're meant to be doing. Okay, so let's just wipe the drag off. So right now, make a decision. No more drag. Walk out of it like you're just letting a cloak fall to your feet. Okay, letting all of that go right now. It's a visualization that you can put into place. No, not doing that anymore. Let's make a fresh decision. Whew, I'm totally up to speed right here, right now. So the moment of now. Okay, in this holy instant. Okay, start fresh. And whatever comes to mind, do it immediately. Oh, you will start having results that are unbelievable. Okay, because you'll absolutely be turning up in the moment that you're meant to turn up. Okay, following through. So it's like, keep it short, neat, and sweet. Do it immediately. Okay, don't put it away, because that's your guidance system. Your guide is your soul. And your soul is prompting you, and your spirit guides and everyone else on the team. But follow your soul guidance, okay, because that will bring the big ones through for you. And you'll have strategies that are just amazing. Pop down your sheet and show you what to do next. Chapter 11, I'm actually talking about my mental health, okay? And I go, oh, should I put anything in there? And I go, nah, so I didn't write it in. And then I go, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to be much of authority if I don't actually write on my mental health. So, yeah, I was, you know, in a fetal position for quite some time, but I was very lucky in that I knew why I was like that, okay? So like I said in the book, it was my fetal position, not a drug-induced one. Okay, so I didn't go into the medical health model. And when I've tried to go into it, I didn't have any success because they wanted to blame me for my situation. So that didn't go down well. So I dealt with it, and I knew that I had to actually heal myself. So I was very lucky that I didn't go into the mental health model and come into that, lose 10 years of my life through then having to try and work through the slur of chemicals as well in my system, and brain imbalances and all of that. So I had enough of my stuff going on, and it was quite gross, what I was letting go within my 4 bodies system, that was being shown to me. I was seeing all these ugly things, and it was like, but I knew that I was getting better, because as I let go of the pain side of it, I knew that I was actually emptying the karmic effect that was built up in my psyche. And as that was happening, I knew that for some reason, I just knew that it was emptying and that would come to an end. And sure enough, it did. And that's why I'm saying, if you have thoughts that are painful thoughts or whatever, it's like, don't go, oh my God, grab hold of it and have a good look. Okay. I'm not into that philosophy. I'm into quantum law, quantum principles. Like, for example, triggered emotions are based in control. So if I actually have triggered emotions, it's based in control. You'll find in my book, everything is upside down and back to front. Okay. And it's like, oh my God, what? I can't even look at my life. Well, you can free yourself a lot quicker if you actually follow along with quantum principles and don't go too deep. See, an empath or a vibrational body, if it goes too deep into pain, actually keeps, because you're a creator, creates more pain. So you have to actually see everything through the pain side of it first, okay? Because you don't, as a creator, so that you're not creating more of the same stuff. Sure, have a look, but it's as an observer outside of the game. So you've got to come into alignment, feel your alignment, and then have a look at the vibrational story of what has been rolling out for you. Does that make sense? So we're not saying not to feel it. We just don't want you to go too deep. And that was a direct message from my soul and board of directors, that I was going way too deep. And especially if you're actually working with clients, because I can feel your pain. It's like, man, I can feel everything. So yes, you are not to go too deep into the emotional body. Okay. At chapter 11, yes, is my mental health. And so I'm explaining in these chapters how to balance your 4 bodies so that you can actually empty that side of your life out. And I promise you can empty that side of your life out. And certainly it comes with you with knowing consent. Knowing consent is everything. Knowing consent. You are a creator, and you're a free will creator. Okay? If you do not give knowing consent to something, it cannot happen. So you have the power to withdraw. No, I'm not going to have that. Okay, I'm not doing mental health. Another quantum principle is only do not receive a negative report. And that means do not give a negative report. Do not receive a negative report. Why? Because I'm a creator. Whatever I'm projecting out onto my quantum field, I'm actually receiving, and as a lived experience, I become it. That's why we do affirmations. We do affirmations so that we're actually projecting goodies, okay, for us to experience. But you can't be just projecting and then still projecting into mental health. You see that? That's where we sort of compartmentalize and create more issue for ourselves. So it is better to actually withdraw it, come into alignment. Let's do a bit of a receiving thing right now. Let's fill you up right now so that you feel the diamond energy for those that may not have. The diamond will come in really quickly. So what is the diamond energy? Is Christ consciousness, the Buddhi intellect, depending on what you believe. It's the higher you, It's your source stepped down as light in you, okay? And you are the experiencer now in 3D, but a complete manifester. You can actually project whatever it is that you want, experience whatever it is that you want, and you're casting out on the quantum field to then come back and pixelate what it is that you want. So that means mental, physical, emotional health and well-being. It's yours. All of the masters said, be whole, and expected wholeness to come in, because we are decreers. Whatever we put on the quantum field, whatever we put into our universe of inclusion, must bring to us what we are projecting. Okay, so this is a completely different way, okay, of understanding these things. And I understand that. And a lot of people get quite cranky at me for it. But I know I've healed myself of these things. Okay. And every time I applied a quantum principle, okay, then it dissolved. And then I didn't have it. I've healed my neck. I used to have this neck when I was nursing. I used to go out all just at the drop of a hat. By withdrawing my focus and attention, even on that pain, I've got no neck issues. I've actually healed myself, healed many other people, because I understand the process of withdrawing a story vibration from my quantum field, which was in direct connection with my neck. It also means lots of other things. I had no support back there. I had no internal core strength within myself to believe in myself, love myself, etc. So there's so many reasons why we have all of these strange issues going on, okay? And we can remove those vibrational stories, and indeed very quickly, okay? So you can make a decision right now. Do you want this vibrational story? Think of one right now. I'll start pouring in the diamond. So I want you just to close your eyes for a minute and just receive the energy that I'm imparting into the 2 points at the front of your head and into your frontal lobe. So just visualizing the beautiful diamond energy coming into the top of your head. Here we go. Just joining with you. And you might just sense it as a tingling, warm and fuzzy feeling, relaxation in the brain. Just letting the diamond energy cruise through your brain. And what the diamond energy is doing is it's like sweeping through it and reminding you of your original DNA. It actually works with your original DNA, your original blueprint. When that happens, it's going, oh, no, not like this. We'll just fix this anomaly up. And what it does is it balances your DMT levels. Your pituitary gland is chillaxed and balanced, and that causes PTSD, schizophrenia, all sorts of different imbalances within the brain. It settles your serotonin and adrenaline levels. Who's feeling nice and relaxed already? Feeling it go through the rest of your body as it hits your central nervous system. Good on you. Beautiful. This is your soul light. I mean, you can't get any higher source than your own soul. Filling up. So to do this work, you have to ignite your own board of directors, your own soul, the greater you. And for those that want to learn it, you can learn it with me. I can teach you and I can do it with you, and I do it with you until you've got it. Now blowing your light bodies open. Ooh, I am a unit of light. You're a light body. You're a walking auric field. Okay? We tickle each other. We've all got auric fields, and as we just sweep past one another, we're just tickling each other. We can read each other's auric fields. When you turn on the diamond, you're just sending out new consciousness. new ways of doing. They start dreaming and having visions and have all sorts of exciting things start happening as they come into more and more consciousness. They get wiser, great ideas, great strategies flow through. And your bodies heal. Your mental body heals, emotional body heals, because these things empty out as you come into balance. So just feeling the relaxation right now. Who's feeling relaxed? Fantastic. Really good. Good. I'm proud of you. So just feeling that relaxation, and that is alignment. Well, you go, that was too easy. Yeah. Alignment. You can have it in the holy instant. Just turn your light on. Okay. And when you come into alignment, what is going on is that you then create from here. Okay. Because when you have no issue, does anyone have any issues? Or are you just nice and relaxed? You're meant to be nice and relaxed, so you have no issues. Anyone got any issues? Okay. When you have no issues, you are not projecting issues onto your quantum field. Did you get what I just said? When you come into alignment, you have no issues because your board of directors, your greater you has got no issues. Then you are not projecting any anomaly onto the quantum field. So if you've got no issues, you've got no mental health. Whoop, whoop. Right there. Okay. If you're in alignment, there is no mental health. If you have alignment, there is no emotional unwellness. If you have alignment, okay, generally pain is left your body. Okay. For those that experience pain, feel your pain levels right now. I promise you it'll be pretty well gone. Because when you're in alignment, all of those anomalies don't and cannot be happening. Okay. Either you're aligned or you're not. So this is the place to stay. Hold on a minute. Keep filling up. Okay, so I really want you to go off and grab my book if you haven't got it. I want you to read those chapters thoroughly. Okay, read those chapters because they will set you free. When you understand how quantum law works, you heal yourself. Because what's happening is every time you take on a quantum law, you're tweaking your own decision making. Tweak, tweak, tweak. Isn't that cool? So I'm taking you through a series of tweaking your ideas about everything. And what you're doing is you're creating new decisions with your board of directors onto the quantum field. And they are coming in and going, so be it. We'll do that. And tweaking your world, your quantum world is being tweaked as you redecide in every holy instant how your life is going to be. Now that we've sorted that out, what do you want to invest in? I love this question. I am currently living all that I am a vibrational match to. If I change my mind and want to do something else, what do I want to invest in? Anything that you want. You know, do you want to put yourself into cryptocurrency? Do you want to get good at your business? Do you want to start pumping money in? Do you want to learn the law of acquisition with me? Okay, come and join my class on the law of acquisition, because I'll teach you how to manifest through the law of acquisition. And you go, oh, that sounds very close to the law of attraction. Yes. Okay, it's what you'll bring to you, but I'll actually show you 18 months of learning that I can put you through, and you'll start manifesting straight away. It's deadly. Okay, And so put that towards your business, put it towards your growth, put it towards your relationships, put it towards your world and what it is that you're wanting to have outcome in. And the law of acquisition will blow you out of the water. It's absolutely amazing. Who's experienced the law of acquisition here? Tony has. Kathy's going through it shortly. Okay, well, we've got much to do. And many of you actually have been through 13 weeks of the law of acquisition in my other class. So very cool. All right. Now I'm going to open the floor up because we're getting to that time. And I've got lots on today, so I might cut it a little bit shorter than usual. Does anyone have any questions about any of this? I don't want to be blasé about mental and emotional health, but I want you to know that you're a creator and you have the power in you to change your mind and re-decree. And I want you to get cranky about it, okay? Get determined, okay, to withdraw knowing consent from these conditions and to project and decree what it is that you want to consent to. Makes all the difference. Thanks, Dr. Kim. Go for it.
Okay, great to be together today. Thank you, Ruth. So I want to explore a little bit the phenomena of projection.
Yeah.
It occurs to me, is it an act of the will? Is it an act of alignment? We project naturally, but I think you're talking about something much more mindful. So you want to speak about that, please?
So it's been taught to me as alchemy. So when you've got a quantum vibration going on, because everything's vibration, so first it's coming into understanding that you are a vibrational being made of light and sound. And when you're a vibrational being made of light and sound, you can project, okay? So when you project, you know this part of you is always going to be ever happening because you're an internal being. Okay, so you're just forever evolving into the next and the next and the next. How you project your next is up to you. You're a sovereign creator. You can have whatever you want. You are your own genie, okay, because source is that. Source is just expanding. It doesn't have to think about it, does what it feels next, okay? So the little will creator, so there's the greater you, which is you and your triune being, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine inner child. Then there's a little pointy you that's been walking in duality, taught the system and taught how to survive. And when you're just taught survival, that's the little pointy you trying to create something that's worthwhile, that can make me feel connected, etc. But it usually keeps ending up in more and more separation. So the way we're doing it now is coming into the realization that we are a soul sovereign being, okay? And as we understand our own soul sovereignty, it's like, whoo. And if you read the start of my book, you'll know why I strongly teach this. It was a massive revelation of Mother's Day 1999, where I understood that I was a sovereign being of light and had a complete awakening. So what happened was with this is when you're projecting from the little will me, okay, what am I creating? I'm just creating a whole lot of plan B stuff, okay? All right, nonsense. And when I'm actually in my wounded self, believe me, people who are in their little pointy them, who are still in the system, but not feeling the empowerment of their alignment, are actually producing results in what we call plan B, which is what we teach in the law of acquisition, which is, you know, more misery, more unwellness, more sickness, more separation. And, you know, it's that type of stuff that I kick my toe in the morning and I've just gotten a worse and worse day. I'm a creator, okay? So I'm a free will creator. I can have anything that I want. To become a conscious creator, doing it from my board of directors, my sovereign soul is so elegant, so beautiful, so immaculate. We're talking 100% creation, okay? that you can pixelate. The worlds are actually pixelated for you, but what the little pointy us does, because we have free will, is that we take away, we usurp the soul. Okay, so we go, oh, no, I'll do it my way, thank you. And the free will takes over, and we do it in the little pointy us fashion. And so we pixelate the world. We go, oh, I feel so excited about this, which is true. We get the sovereign intuition coming in. Oh, I'm so excited. All my signs are showing up. You know, my card readings saying all of this beauty. It suddenly dissolves and falls apart. And you think, oh, why? And this is where a lot of people are living, particularly the spiritual crowd right now. The old spiritual leadership, the old guard, are not coming through the doorway of opening up the heart chakra into the new light body. And so these are the types of things that the little will creator keeps creating, which is now creating lots of issues because the rules have changed. We're actually coming up into the multidimensional self. And so we need to understand law, quantum law, to be able to understand that. Did I answer you at all?
Exquisitely. Very, very helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other questions?
I had two, Ruth, one quick one and another. You were saying there was 5 chapters to really pay attention to. I caught 3 of them, 7, 8, and 11. What were the other 2?
Yeah, so it starts at chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, and chapter 11.
Gotcha. Okay, I missed 9 and 10. My other question is, when you were talking about setting up the light body and whatnot to deal with large groups, I was at a fair recently, and there was a lot more people there than I was anticipating or expecting. And I think that totally drained me, you know, caused me to start falling back into the painful situation I live on the regular. What more could I do to strengthen my light body to not deal with those energies drawn from me or taking on so much as an empath?
Okay, so setting up a light body for me is specific to the way I was taught to set it up and worked for me. Once your light body is set up, you are light. And once you have everything in order and in place and then know your authority, then you can absolutely, like I'm a master, I don't need to be affected. Something hit me the other day, but it was because it came from my son. It was from a deeply personal space and it floored me. But rarely does that happen anymore. I don't get any of that. So I can actually work with everybody's energies because I know how to recycle the energy through my body. So I'm a recycling center. Your light body, you need to be taught, actually. You need to read my book fully because I teach on all of this in the book. But I have a 4-day healer's course in which your light body is going to be doing tremendous things. You've got no idea what you're capable of. In the old days, when we say self-protect and all that, we don't. We say bring it on through because I know my authority. And that's working with entities or anything, mate. We're here to actually clean up this world. So I have to know who I am. My light body does the work according to what I'm projecting as a sovereign soul. So my authority is here. Okay, I cannot be affected by another. And this is where you've got to change from this dualistic old teaching that's in the spiritual crowd still, and definitely in the shamanic and even Christian crowds, because they still believe in duality. Your authority is in sovereignty. And it's either you're sovereign or you're not. So what I'm saying is you're either sovereign in your connection, in your activation, activate the alignment, or you are struggling with duality. When you're struggling back to front to yourself, you are then giving your power away, and other very nasty things can come in and be affecting you. But there's no need for that, because when you are in alignment, there's your power, there's your authority, and you can do whatever you want on your own quantum field. Okay, and your light body can't be touched. But that's why I'm doing what I do, because there is so much misconception about it. But I'll teach you a very powerful way to set up your light body. And once it's done, it's done. And all you have to do is then ignite. And I give you 2 tools for its ignition. One is this one of running the diamond through the brain. Okay. And the other one is actually in the book as well. And it's called the Ruthie Walk. And who loves the Ruthie Walk, Kathy? This woman is amazing. Kathy's just, oh mate, she's just totally absorbed it. She does it. You see, you've got to activate it. Okay, you've got to activate it. If you don't do it, you're just working without results. You've got to activate everything, okay? You've got to know it, and then you activate it and you do it, because you become it and then you're being it. Does that make sense? Okay. I would love to train you, Joe. I'd love you guys to come through my 4-day Diamond Healers School. It's amazing. I'll teach you how to set up sacred spaces. I'll teach you how to merge light bodies. I'll teach you so many things, okay? You'll be a powerful healer, and you'll be able to scan people's bodies and do all sorts of stuff, etheric surgery, okay? We need healers, okay? But you've got to know your authority first.
Love it. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruth, I have an idea. Maybe next week we could take a picture for you, so everybody's gonna be holding the book, and I think that's gonna be cute.
I haven't done that yet. I'd love to do that. Oh, Joe's got his out there. Let's do that. Hey, can you remind me that you better come next week and we'll do that. Is that Yazzie? I don't know. My book has so much fun in your life, doesn't it, Yasmin? It goes for bushwalks with her and walks. I just think my book's got a great life in your hands.
And I have one more idea for you. I cannot wait to tell you. So I'm not gonna wait till we talk privately. I think we need to get you need to get on your website with your merchandise, like a postcard with you and your whatever design with the diamond thing.
Oh,
And so I think that could be cool if I can purchase that card with the personalized message from you, personalized diamond message from you.
okay, well, you're going to have to tell me how to do that, because I'm not quite seeing it just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. You are so clever. She comes up with all these ideas. Kasha just pumps it out. Oh, you've done so much for me, Kasha. Thank you so much. You always make me look good and get my message out there. Thank you. Anyone else? Lisa, good to have you here today. Did you pick up on anything? I'm just glad you're still awake, darling heart.
Yeah, I'm still here. I wasn't still awake last time, but I woke up as you went.
God bless
No,
you.
that
Do
was.
you get excited about this stuff?
I do. I love it, and it's great because now I go to bed, and it's all it's perfect to go to bed with. So it's just, and I know that even if I fall asleep, I'm still absorbing everything anyway. So it's always good. So
yeah.
yeah.
And how does that
I love.
happen, Lisa? Because you set the intention.
Absolutely. I've been an energy worker for a long time, and this just sort of resonates. So just beautiful.
Fantastic. Well, you go off and have a good nighty night.
I will do, darling. Thank you. And you make sure you get an early night after being up so early.
I've got clients all today. It's going to be a busy day. All right. I love my
Yeah.
Tuesdays, but thank you so much. All right. Well, anybody else want to just put some feedback into that? I mean, did that help you? I want you to feel a little bit stronger, that you can function. I'm hoping you feel a lot stronger, you know. Did that help?
It's
Definitely
funny.
stronger, more resilient. I know where to go to work.
Yeah. Excellent.
And thank you.
My pleasure.
I think Ruth, for me, it's very much cumulative. So each week is a build on. So I don't necessarily get anything big, but I can feel it over the time that I've been coming now, for so long. I can feel each time, and sometimes my shifts can be quite subtle. They can be quite quite dramatic, but they can also be very, very subtle. And I just get oh, okay, there's another shift, and I feel it on a cellular level, and it's just really beautiful. But I can't tell you what's changed. I just know that something has. So I trust the process, and I love it. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's what I call the tweaks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ruth, one more thing about that, what Lisa just said. Lisa, you don't know me before Nobel Goldman, but I have suffered for 2 years almost with severe shoulder pains, severe 24 hours pains. And with all of the job with quantum tools and with all of this job we are doing here with Ruth and other people, I manage right now to have my hands back to normal, because my energy is obviously shifting. My awareness of my energy is shifting. I have this picture before my eyes. I always have, that I repeat myself what Ruth says, about knowing consent. I give it to what I know it's good for me, and I do not give it with my magic finger to what it's not good for me. My magic finger has power.
Oh, it sure does. Your magic consent has power.
Thank you.
Oh, good job. I love you guys. I just get such a kick out of you just learning this stuff and doing it. I love it when you tell me that you've done it. That's my joy. All right, very good.
I use you as a battery charger.
What's that? Oh, you use me as a battery charger.
Yeah, I did. So yeah, so I think I'm the same. It's just like, yeah, let's just plug in. And this is the beautiful thing about energy work, is that it is just a case of plugging in.
Yes.
Remembering to plug in, I think is the key.
Have to plug in, You have to ignite your soul. Okay.
Yes. And my life, my design.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's like this is going to go on for eternity. So let's get the the thing happening now. But we've got a lot of work to do here. Oh, and light work is ignited. Say, no, we're not having that. Thank you very much. We're having this. And we've got to clean up this world, clean up this vibration, come up into the new age. We're in the new age of Aquarius. We've got things to do, places to go, people to meet. And we can all say, so be it on that. All right, well, I might let everyone go. Okay, thank you so much for today. Diamond blessings, and I'll be trying to pop in on classes today as usual. Once again, thank you to Lisa for all of your promotion that you do. It's like I am so grateful. And I wanted to just say thank you to Noble Goldman, Mark Santos, Russ, and all of the team. Okay, that just is pumping out some magic right now. We are just growing so quickly. We've got amazing people on board. Oh, talk about feeding his soul, feeding his spirit. There's just resources, tools, and amazeballs everywhere. Okay, and I just want to again thank Tony Taylor and Michelle Grote for their support, because Tony Taylor introduced me into the leadership meeting with Mark Santos this morning and the team, and I was able to share my wares and what I do on that global platform. And I was just so grateful to her love and introduction. So thank you, Tony. And this woman, she is meeting with us all the time. She's sharing everything that comes through from masterminds, and she's just working so beautifully with us all. So I'm just deeply grateful. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Do you want to say hello a minute?
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. It's lovely to see all of you. Yes, this is a community effort. There's not one person. We all contribute in our own way where we can. It's just that simple. And everybody is such in a beautiful place right now. And it just gives me huge goosies to see all of you stepping up and transitioning and witnessing your transformation, because we're not talk. This is all about really truly coming together as a collective higher conscious freedom wealth creators in every aspect of our lives, whether that's spiritually, personally, or business wise. We all have different goals. And I just love linking arms and hearts with all of you because I have so much to learn, and I love it. I just love it. I found my tribe. This is my tribe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Remember to help each other out. So every time we come up, share each other's masterclasses, get it out onto your pages. That's the only reason I'm just so, it built this, billowing out effect so quickly. So we each got our own funnels of interest, okay, but keep sharing it to each other's pages. Keep talking about each other's stuff. Keep commenting on each of our posts, okay? Because it gets us to the top of the focus point, and we've got so many new people coming in now. It's eyes on you, and that's what Tony does for us so beautifully, is that getting those new eyes onto each of the presenters, etc. So remember to keep pumping out that interest, okay, to get your posts and everything to the top of your page. Of whatever you're advertising, because we will just keep it going. And if we do that for each other, okay, all of those new eyes will be coming into our classes and flowing in and getting new information, coming into Diamond, coming into 5D, okay, and sharing all of those delicious niceties, okay, that 5D has to offer. So I'll catch up with you next week. I'll put that.
Wait. Ruth, please let me say this. Thank you for this. So I have a sweet announcement to make. So I lead a mastermind called Fall in Love with You, all about self-love. And in 10 days on August 11th, Mark Santos is going to be joining that group. And I'm going to be interviewing him about his self-love journey. So we're not going to be talking about Noble Goldman or all of that. We're going to be talking about how Mark became Mark and how he's loved himself, some of the tragedies and wins of his life that most of us don't even know about. And I consider it to be one of the highest honors of my life to have this time with Mark. The session will be open to everyone. It also will be recorded, but come live if you can. You'll get word about it. It's 6:15 Eastern on Wednesday, August 11th, 6:15 Eastern PM, Wednesday, August 11th.
Oh my God, I'm with you. That is one of the most thrilling interviews to be a part of, because I want to know too, because that man is brilliant, okay? He's just a genius on legs, a heart on legs, okay? I want to know as well. I'll be there.
You don't have to get up so early for that one.
You guys give me such a hard time of being incapable of getting up.
No, we're just blown away that you do it so much. We're just so honored that you take the time to do this. And just so you know, everybody, when I introduced Ruth today on our Noble Goldman Leadership Platform, she had to be up at 2 a.m, her time, to do it. And she was thrilled to do it. This is the kind of community that we have. I've never met so many people that go out of their way. Tasha, Darla, Dr. Kim, Maud, Kathy, who's now just recently joined us, Dr. Mike, Anne, who hopefully will come with us, and Lisa. Oh my God, Lisa, my God, her leadership behind the scene is mind blowing. I mean, this woman is incredible. And Joe, the way he stepped up, it's just, and Yaz, I mean, she's doing her beautiful little Alchemist Wizardry Journaling Imagination Masterclass. She's so sweet. And Ruth, I mean, this is what happens when we all come together. Just all these little nuggets from here and there, inspiring each other, our own personal journeys. This is what gives them hope to carry on. And so to hear where Mark has come from, like he usually used to talk to himself as, I was just the little geek behind the screen. And now look at him. This is a guy that was petrified talking in front of people, or even on something like this. And look at him. You never would have thought that. And this is the difference when we all join our hearts. And this is why I'm so excited about this beautiful community and ecosystem. So thank you, everybody, for your contribution. Thank you, Ruth, for yours. It's just, you've really moonshotted us with your diamond activations.
Hey, we've got to make it real. And this makes it real. Oh, I love it. All right, so go out today, tonight, expand, expand, expand your imaginations, expand what it is that you want. Do not feed what you don't want to breed. Write that down. It's a great slogan. I'm going to put it on a t-shirt. Don't feed what you don't want to breed. Feed what you do want to breed. Okay, what you feed, you breed. All right. Okay, love you all. I'll talk to you soon.